made some progress down here. They Facebook group that's has collectors for this brand of equipment. A guy contacted me, wanted a part that I happen to have two of. He wanted one of them, so he drove 3 hours all the way across the state to come look at it. Showed him the part, and he decided he wanted both of them. And then he had a machine that was sitting in that spot. That would all of the parts that would that were on that mower would bolt directly on to his one he had at home. So he told me that he wanted all three pieces, and made me an offer, and it took me all of about 5 seconds to say, okay, I'll help you load it. So at least I've regained some of my storage space. Still have to unload 2 snow blowers here, and there's 2 more snow blowers out in the shed that are just taking up space. Without attachments, the tractor style lawnmower is basically an inconvenient nuisance. You can get larger and cheaper mowers for that are 0 turning radius for less money. So that's the route I'm going to go when these mowers go bad. But in the meantime, I want to unload these attachments. So the other one, my current mower, developed a problem. It would be mowing the lawn, and suddenly, whoop! This belt would come off its pulleys. First time I fixed it, it was the covers were on, but I put it back together and decided to run it for that mowing until with the covers off, just to see if it would stay fixed. But it didn't. Belts came off 4 times in hour and a half. So I managed to limp around and get the lawn mowed. Took it back in here and took the mower deck off. Went looking for the problem and discovered the problem. This pulley right here, the bolt kept coming loose. When the belt came coming loose. This it lifted that gang pulley up, which lifted this pulley here up, which took it out of alignment for that pulley. And once that happened, it spun off the pulleys. So I couldn't fix it with it on the machine, so I took it off. And while I was at it, I cleaned the grass out from underneath of it. I oiled, greased up the bearings in the arbors, sharpened the blades, put a lock washer underneath here, then tightened it down with the impact wrench. And while I was at it, I did a manual adjustment on that pulley, which is it's really common. It's a real common fix that needs to be done periodically. Is you just stick a crowbar underneath and crank it up. Then you turn the blades in the direction that they want to travel, and see how it runs. So I got that back up running in the middle. And the other problems that occur is that there's a bushing. This is the tail end of a bolt that runs all the way through. There's a bushing here. This pivots back and forth with the spring, and it's supposed to take up the shock of the blades hitting something hard, so that the belt will give a little bit before it breaks. So you take that loose, oil it up, make sure it's free. It's no big deal, but it's just something. It's just one of those details that needs to be done. Anyway, lawn's pretty much burned up until we get some rain, so we're done mowing the lawn for the long count until the moisture problem fixes itself. But in the meantime, I've got all I've got to do is slide this other and hook up a belt, and the mower will be ready to go again. So, okay, we're this brand of mower, to remove the mower deck is less than 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you're in practice, it takes you a minute and a half to pull the deck out this far, and it takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes to put it back under. So it's really no big deal. So, all right, we're out of here.